Dear students, today let us discuss about MALDI-TOF. Here, MALDI stands for Matrix Assisted Laser Desorption or Ionization, and TOF stands for Time of Flight. Matrix Assisted Laser Desorption or Ionization or MALDI is a soft ionization technique used in mass spectroscopy, allowing the analysis of biomolecules. Here, the biomolecules that are used in the analysis of MALDI are biopolymers such as DNA, proteins, peptide and sugars, and some organic molecules such as polymers, dendrimers and other macromolecules, which tend to be fragile and fragment when ionized by more conventional ionization methods. In MALDI, desorption means that refers to the release of an adsorbed substances from a given surface, or desorption is the release of one substance from another, either from the surface or through the surface. In chemistry, especially chromatography, desorption is the ability for a chemical to move with the mobile phase. So, desorption is a phenomenon whereby a substance is released from or through a surface. So, the process is the opposite of absorption. So, this is desorption. So, sorption means either adsorption or absorption, but desorption means release of an adsorbed substance from a given surface. In this method, a laser is used to generate ions of higher molecular weight samples such as proteins and polymers. MALDI, the term MALDI was coined in 1985 by Franz Hillenkamp and Michael Karas. So, this MALDI was developed by Karas and Hillenkamp for large and labile molecules such as peptides, proteins, polymers, dendrimers and fullerenes. This technique involves embedding analytes in a matrix which absorbs energy at the wavelength of the laser. Let us know about the principle of MALDI-TOF. Here, the velocity of ion depends on its mass and energy. The time taken by an ion to travel a specified distance. Matrix absorbs the ultraviolet light and converts it to heat energy. Here we used nitrogen laser light of wavelength 337 nanometer. From this nitrogen laser light, the ultraviolet light releases. This ultraviolet light absorbed by the matrix and converts it into heat energy. So, in this picture you can observe a schematic representation of MALDI ionization mechanism. Here, the analyte is embedded on the target plate. So, in this picture, we can observe a sample plate or target plate. The analyte is embedded on the target plate. After a laser pulse, the irradiated spot is rapidly heated and becomes vibrationally excited, and the matrix molecules energetically ablated from the surface of the sample. During the ablation, The analyte molecules are usually ionized by being protonated or deprotonated with the nearby matrix molecules. Ionization means ionization is a process by which an atom or a molecule acquires a negative or positive charge by gaining or losing electrons. Let us know about the mass spectroscopy. Mass spectroscopy is useful for the separation of charged molecules or molecules according to their mass to charge that determines relative molecular mass, and it is useful for high resolution and precision and sensitivity, and it requires charged gaseous molecules for its analysis. And next, components of mass spectroscopy. First one, ionization source. Here we used matrix assisted laser desorption or ionization time of flight, and second one is electrospray. These two are ionization source. And next, an analyzer that mass to charge, it is time of flight and magnet. And next, detector. In mass spectroscopy some detectors are used like photomultiplier and electron multiplier. MALDI is a two-step process. First process is desorption. Desorption is triggered by a UV laser beam. Matrix material heavily absorbs UV laser light, leading to the ablation of the upper layer of the matrix material. Hot plume gets produced during ablation. In second process, the analyte molecules are ionized in the hot plume, and ablated species may participate in the ionization of analyte. Let us move on to the matrices that are used in MALDI-TOF. It is made up of conjugated organic compound or weak organic acid. Here weak organic acid is a derivative of cinnamic acid and dihydroxybenzoic acid. In MALDI-TOF we used cinnapinic acid. It is a protein. Next, matrix is usually mixed with sample, and it absorbs maximum light at a wavelength of the laser, typically a nitrogen laser of 337 nanometer or yttrium aluminum garnet at 335 nanometer. It acts as an absorbing media for the UV light. And next, sample concentration for matrix. If samples shows maximum sensitivity, then samples diluted to a specific range. For unknown sample concentration, a dilution series may be needed, and sample loaded as a spot on the sample plate. If sample containing peptides and proteins give best spectra at 10 picomole per mm cube. If sample containing glycoproteins, it gives base spectra at 10 picomole per mm cube. And if sample containing oligonucleotides, and it gives better spectra at 10 to 100 picomole per mm cube. And if sample containing polymers, that gives better spectra at 100 picomole per mm cube. Matrix consists of crystallized molecules, of which three most commonly are used. In that first one, 3,5-dimethoxy 4-hydroxy cinnamic acid or cinnapinic acid, and second one, alpha cyano 4-hydroxy cinnamic acid or alpha cyano or alpha matrix, and third one, 2,5-dihydroxy benzoic acid or DHB. This technique involves embedding analytes in a matrix which absorbs energy at the wavelength of the laser. The detailed mechanism of the MALDI process, which is a combination of desorption and ionization. So here desorption means release of an adsorbed substances from a surface, and ionization means it is a process by which an atom or molecule acquires positive or negative charge by gaining or losing electrons. So the detailed mechanism of the MALDI process, which is a combination of desorption and ionization, it still being investigated. MALDI produces both positive and negative ions, usually in the form of MH plus, M plus, Na plus, and M minus, H minus. The technique also produces multi-charged ions, usually up to +3, as well as dimers, trimers, etc. Low concentration of some salts, buffers, detergents, as well as less than 2% of glycerol can be used. And water, acetonitrile, methanol, tetrahydrofuran or THF, and other volatile organic solvents are also permissible. And sample size depends on molecular weight. The higher the molecular weight, the sample molecules are ionized by the excited matrix molecules, and presumably by the process of proton transfer similar to chemical ionization. The laser flash ionizes matrix molecules into neutral fragments, matrix ion and neutral analyte fragments. Because of the fact that laser radiation is used discontinuously as a pulse, this ionization mode lends itself to the use of time of flight analyzers. MALDI is capable of creating singly charged ions or multi-charged ions depending on the nature of the matrix, the laser intensity, and the voltage used. The charged molecular ions formed by the gas phase energy transfer with the matrix molecules are detected and analyzed by MALDI-TOF. MALDI is a soft ionization technique with high sensitivity which doesn't produce large number of fragments. Protein molecules with a mass of 40,000 daltons can be determined quite accurately by this method. A wide variety of matrix molecules are available for MALDI, which differ in the energy they supply to the biomolecules during desorption and ionization, and therefore also differ in the degree of fragmentation. Several methods are also available for sample preparation, but the maximum sensitivity is achieved in MALDI-TOF if the sample is diluted to a certain concentration range. Suppose the analyte concentration is unknown, Then a series of dilution is prepared to produce a satisfactory concentration of the spot. For example, peptides and proteins give best spectra at a concentration of 0.1 to 10 picomole per mm cube. It is therefore possible to use this technique to analyze large macromolecules such as proteins, glycoprotein, oligonucleotides and oligosaccharides. Let us know about the working of MALDI. First, we have to take a sample which has a 1 to 10 picomole per mm cube of better spectra. The sample is mixing with excess matrix, then it forms a sample matrix complexes. So this sample matrix dried on target plate. After that, it forms a co-crystallization. To this co-crystallization or co-crystallization form of sample matrix, we have to pass UV rays. Then the desorption of analytes and matrix molecules takes place. After desorption, then we have to pass a pulse of laser light. Then a rapid excitation of an analyte and matrix molecules takes place, and after that, after the excitation of the analytes and matrix molecules, then rapid heating of the that analyte and matrices takes place on that particular region, and after that this matrix and analyte ions are started to ejection into gas phase, and that results explosion of sample region into high vacuum, and after that a gas phase protonated molecules are released, and these ionized form of molecules are enters into the time of flight, that is a mass analyzer. Next, mechanism of MALDI. It may involve absorption of light by the matrix and transfer of this energy to the analyte, which then ionizes into the gas phase as a result of the relative large amount of energy absorbed. To accelerate the resulting ions into a flight tube in the mass spectrometer, they are subjected to a high electrical field. So let us know about the parts of MALDI-TOF. That is sample plate, matrix, laser, variable voltage grid, vacuum system, flight tube, time mass detector. Let us know about the types of MALDI sample plates. Here 100 well stainless steel flat plates are used. 400 spot Teflon coated plates are used, and gold coated plates are used as a sample plates in MALDI. Next, we have to know the matrix preparation. The analyte incorporation into a suitable matrix is the first step of the MALDI process and is an important feature of the MALDI method. A typical sample preparation involves using 10 to the power minus 6 molar solution of the analyte that mixed with 0.1 molar solution of the matrix. The solvents are then evaporated in vacuum of the mass spectroscopy, and the matrix that crystallizes with the analyte and incorporated. So according to Sigma Aldrich, the matrix must meet the following some properties and requirements. So matrix be able to embed and isolate analyte, example by co-crystallization, and matrix may be soluble in solvents compatible with analyte, and matrix may be vacuum stable, and it absorb the laser wavelength, and it cause co-desorption of the analyte upon laser irradiation, and it promote analyte ionization. In this picture you can observe sample culture and matrix and Malditov sample plate. Next, let us know about the laser light that are used in Malditov. Here, numerous gas and solid state lasers have been developed for use in MALDI. Most MALDI devices use a pulsed UV laser, that is nitrogen source at 337 nanometer, and neodymium, yttrium, aluminum, garnet that emits at 335 nanometer and gives a longer pulse time, and IR lasers are also used in MALDI. The most common IR laser is the erbium doped yttrium aluminum garnet that emits at 2.94 micrometer. It is softer than the UV, which is useful for certain biomolecules. The MALDI method uses a pulse laser, and laser fires in interval. These laser fires are used for the desorption of analyte and matrix molecules. Pulsed laser produces individual group of ions. In that first pulse they consist of first group of ions, and second one is second pulse, so that consisting of second group of ions. Each group of ions generated are detected, and with the continuous pulsing the signal resolution increases. Next, let us know about the advantages of MALDI. It is a gentle ionization technique. It gives high molecular weight analyte can be ionized. So from this MALDI we can ionized high molecular weight analytes, and molecule need not be volatile. It has a sub-picomole sensitivity that is easy to obtain, and it shows wide array of matrices. In this picture we can understand here we can observe a sample slide with an analyte and matrix molecules, and when a laser is laser light is passed on the analyte and matrix mixture, then the desorption of molecules takes place, and after the desorption the ionization of molecules takes place. They rupture from the sample slide. So in this picture we can observe a target plate that containing a analyte spots and matrix spots. When a beam of laser is passed over the analyte spots and matrix spots, then the desorption of analytes and matrix takes place. After that an ionization step takes place. Then these ionized molecules are passed to the mass analyzer or mass spectrometer. Let us know about the mass analyzer. A mass analyzer is the component of the mass spectrometer that takes ionized masses and separates them based on their charge to mass ratio and outputs them to the detector, where they are detected and later converted to a digital output. Ions generated by any source of ionization are passed into a mass analyzer, which separates them on the basis of mass to charge ratio. At a particular time, the analyzer scans through a large range of masses and counts the number for a particular mass to charge ions. Let us move on to the time of flight or TOF. It is best type of mass analyzer to couple to MALDI. So it has a unlimited mass range. The macromolecules of less than 4 lakh accurately measured, and 100 pulses of laser light can be measured by using this time of flight. It's about 10 nanoseconds. So by using 100 pulses of laser light about 10 nanoseconds, it gives a good spectrum. A camera that tracks the laser beam around the MALDI. Let us know about the principle of time of flight. The ions that are that are produced in MALDI that enters into flight tube and that reaches to detector. After that, the acceleration of ions takes place. So these accelerated ions having a fixed point and initial time, and they can separated the ions according to their mass to charge ratio. After that, it enters into a time of flight, and converted mass to charge ratio into mass. The typical detector used in MALDI is the time of flight mass detector. Time of flight is a method where the ions are accelerated by an electric field, resulting in ions of the same strength to have a same kinetic energy. The time it takes for each ion to transfer the flight tube and arrive at the detector is based on its mass to charge ratio. Therefore, the heavier ions have shorter arrival times compared to lighter ions. Here, a flight tube length is about 2 meter and flight time is measured in nanoseconds. At the end of the tube, ions hit the detector and that drift time is measured electronically, and lighter ions are accelerated more than the heavier ions and reach the detector first. So once the ions are produced by MALDI, they are channelized into the flight tube, where the lighter ions travel faster than the heavier ions. The ions are then accelerated with a fixed amount of kinetic energy in order to travel down the flight tube. Here, small ions having less mass to charge ratio, and it will travel faster than the heavier ions with high mass to charge mass. So, the ions are separated according to their mass to charge ratio. This time of flight is converted to mass. Commonly, a few hundred pulses of laser light of duration of nanoseconds are applied, and the information is collected to get a resolved spectrum. The laser light is monitored on the spot of the sample by means of a camera which recorded flashes. Let us know about the advantages of time of flight. Here, by using this TOF, all ions detected at once, and it gives high mass accuracy and resolving power possible. Let us know about the detectors. At the end of the flight tube, ions hit the detector. The mass spectrometer detectors generate an electrical current from incident ions by producing secondary electron from it. Few detectors operate by including a current generated by a moving charge. So most commonly used detectors are the electron multiplier and scintillation counter. Both convert kinetic energy of incident ions into cascade of secondary electrons. For example, detectors include Faraday cup, electron multiplier, photomultiplier, conversion dynode. The ions from a mass analyzer strike the surface of a detector and are neutralized either by accepting or releasing electrons. An electric current flows is amplified and ultimately converted into a signal that is precized by a computer. The total ion current is the sum of the current carried by all the ions being detected. Any given moment and is very useful parameter to measure mass spectrometer. Total ion current is independent of the light absorbing properties of a substance and depends only on the ionizability of the instrument, and electron multipliers are used as a detector for all types of mass spectrometers. These are frequently combined with a conversion dynode which increases sensitivity. Let us know about the advantages of MALDI-TOF mass spectrometer. It is a soft ionization technique which is useful for the analyze intact biomolecules and synthetic polymers. It has a broad mass range to analyze a wide variety of biomolecules. By using this MALDI-TOF, simple mixtures are detected. It has a relatively tolerant of buffers and salts. So it is a fast data acquisition method. It is easy to use and maintain. No water or gas hookups required for this technique. It is high sensitivity. It has a high sensitivity and superior mass resolution, and it gives a accurate. So it gives accurate molecules. It is used for the analysis of proteins and peptides. Changes in structure can also be identified. By using this technique, a very low amount of sample is identified. By using this technique, a very low amount of sample is required for this technique, and sample preparation is very easy, and this spectra is very simple. It is a very fast separation method. So this is about today's session. Thank you.